The society that ought to protect him did not rise to protect him. He was feeling unsafe. He was feeling rejected. He was feeling dejected. And he had fear for his life because of a series of assaults. And those who were responsible for those assaults were mentioned by Coroner. The second issue is this. As parents, we all have responsibilities over our children in their upbringing, in the way we monitor their activities. The Coroner referenced the attitude of the father. That the father should not have hurriedly buried the late Mohbad. That is an indictment which, in a way, beclouded the clarity of the actual death, cause of death. We should not see it in the realm of an indictment of the father. Because if you look at the Muslim world, you bury somebody almost immediately, because you don't gloat over, you understand me. But in this case, Mohbad was not just an ordinary person. Mohbad was an international celebrity. Everybody would be interested in the cause of his death. So to that extent, the father ought not to have hurriedly buried him because of the stature. But who gave birth to the child? The father. Who is the major person who should be happy today? Is the father. What is the root? But again, the Coroner pointed out that he failed drastically in hurriedly burying him. That destroyed opportunity for proper autopsy and all that. That's the context. Again, he descended on the wife, the Coroner. That the wife did not take the steps that she ought to take as a wife. When your husband is sick, you have to deploy the best medical facility to take care of him. Not an auxiliary nurse who is not qualified. And you look at the long hours for which treatment was administered on the late Mohbad at home. When by virtue of her knowledge, she ought to have approached the medical facility. That gives rise to some responsibility, which the law will take care of. Again, the auxiliary nurse who was not qualified, they have recommended prosecution for them. And many of them in the society. What of the police that ought to have properly investigated the petition of Mohbad when he was crying for justice? The police act, even on the petition. The coroner said they should go and investigate. That means that all those who are fingered as having molested or harassed Mohbad have questions to answer. And then what the advocacy should be now is should be proper investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of Mohbad, particularly his cry for justice on assault and molestation. But the court was silent.
To Mohbad, to Naira Mali,
yes.
And some...
The court was silent on that. But said that having wrote using the petition, the police ought to have investigated the petition properly. Again, the society, what kind of measures do we take when people have challenges? How do we attend to them? Do we have sufficient medical care facilities in the country to address this? So it's a very comprehensive verdict. I think this Coroner ought to be commended for industry, ought to be saluted for pillars, and ought to be applauded for unprecedented sense of justice.
What's the next move?
Well, I think the next move should be getting the authorities to implement the recommendations, particularly the one that relates to prosecution and the one that relates to proper investigation. Obviously, what the magistrate is saying is that there was not only improper investigation, there was no investigation at all with regards to the petition of and that should be reopened. The fact that Mohbad is dead does not mean that the quest for justice for him is dead. No, you can reopen investigation. The petition that they wrote before he died, the police will properly investigate. Then other social measures, recommendations for making our society better, contained in that judgment. That's a PhD thesis. That judgment is what? A PhD what? Thesis.
Doctor, so you're still personal with the appeal? The appeal on people's advice?
Of course, you cannot see that the appeal on DPP's advice that we are pursuing is a timely one. We didn't see this verdict. When we insisted, we must pursue it. Now you see, the coroner has agreed with us now that that investigation should continue, that you cannot bring it to closure. Nobody can, so it's not over until it is over.
Thank you so very much, sir. As you can all see, I walked straight down to Barrister and my head, the bang bang bang.
Yes, now I know.
This is Mr. Kabir Akimbolu, the barrister to Wumi and his son. Okay, while we wait for others.
Kabir Akimbolu is my name. I am lawyer to Wumi and his son.
So look here, sir. Look this way, sir.
Coroner,
in respect of the verdict today, it was gathered that the coroner said more investigation as regards the
yes, because you see the two medical reports or autopsy reports, went to the same direction that the cause of death was unknown. So because of this, there is no how the doctor submits his own idea for the medical evidence because it is scientifically based. So with that one, there's nothing anybody can do. However, the medical reports also pointed to the direction of the anaphylactic death, which means the injection of substances that could lead to death or that are poisonous to the body. We understand the two autopsy reports said that, and the court did make short findings. And if you don't forget, in the testimony of the nurse also admitted that he was negligent and there was not a qualified nurse at that time when he admitted those injections, on the late Mohbad. And the coroner also went further. All of us might have seen the activities of Mohbad's father online, and just make mention of the fact that the father, obstructed justice in this case. He obstructed the stool, you understand, by the foreign burial. And the judge also wondered why the man should still insist on burying the boy even after a notable musician donated the sum of a whooping sum of $2 million for the burial. Why should he still rush and go and bury the son? And unfortunately, the same Mr. Loba who rushed to go and bury the son, the one shouting more today that he wants justice for the son. It's unnecessary. It's antithetical. It's highly confusing. You said they must bury him on time, and because we buried him on time without following due process of law, in fact the court found out that his actions are illegal. They are not in tandem with the law. You understand that there are laws guiding, burial of corpses. Why should you not follow it? No medical report, no certification by a medical doctor that he is dead. Because this means that there should have been an autopsy, carried out with of knowledge. So the court was not found.
But the court also indicted your client.
Yes. Again, the court now said that the wife should have been more insistent on the fact that they should have taken a further step to ensure that the husband is taken to hospital. But the wife should have also insisted that the father-in-law should not bury the husband. However, in Yoruba land, it is not possible. Let us face the fact. This fault cannot be that of my client. What will Wumi say? Wumi will tell Mohbad that was insisting on burying the guy that they are saying should not bury the husband. She has no say in Yoruba land. We should face the fact as it is. So this is not our fault at all, but due to cultural, influence and cultural dictation. she cannot. A wife will tell her father-in-law what to do in Yoruba land, except she's not well cultured. You understand? I could see everybody not in agreement with me because it's not possible. You say, Daddy, you cannot bury my father. No, she has no. And again, a woman that is oppressed by so much grief, even the court made her finding that it is possible she is overwhelmed by grief and not able. Oh, we should have insisted. Oh, go to hospital. You know, the hospital thing. The husband was convulsing. She was taking charge, and the younger brother and the friend were already looking for ambulance. Why would she leave the husband? If she leave the husband again and go for ambulance, they will say she didn't take care of the husband. So there's no how she will leave the husband and go and look for ambulance or be making calls when two other people are doing that. But as it is, the judgment of the coroner is fantastic and it's reliable. It is subjective. It is detailed. There's nothing to add here. The coroner also went further to talk about the inactiveness. The police officer or security agent, when somebody's life is under threat and he has written petitions to that effect, nothing was done. Why was it that nobody was arrested? Why was it that nobody was executed? And the court also made finding that it was established that Sam Larry, Naira Marley, and the rest of them in the record label did actually assaulted the guy physically and psychologically especially. And the court also made finding to the effect that the guy had been under psychological trauma for months before his eventual on-time leave. These are fantastic findings. And again, the court talked about the failure of the support system. The support system is the medical emergency, the medical, our health sector, is moribund or is it dead, I would call it. So there are no facilities. You cannot call an ambulance, on call and say, oh yeah, get this one done. There is no facility for that. Again, when the guy was even being evacuated or taken to the hospital, the damming hold up on the road also is another problem. So these are the things. Up till now, there is nothing anybody can do in some of these things. So there is a systemic failure. There is the societal, is it a negative response to things like this, and the family also. The judgment has stated, I emphasize the need for father, mother, or parents to be concerned about the welfare of their children. Thank you.
Yes,
Well, this is a great one, sir, and I really appreciate that. But to just crown it all, before I let you go, sir. To today's hearing and the verdict given by the court and the advice, what is your own take? You believe that is the way it should be?
That is the way. Had it been there is a medical advice or opinion or autopsy now that shows, oh, this is the cause of death in definite time, we will have been saying different things. But all we are saying is guesswork, especially as to the cause of death. But majorly, it is pointing towards the issue of anaphylactic death, which is injecting of a substance that will lead to death into the body of any person or into the body of the deceased. So, and the nurse admitted injecting him and that he reacted immediately. Many people gave evidence to the effect that he reacted immediately. So, there's nothing anybody can say. But the judge has gone further to make recommendation for the prosecution of the nurse. Because the nurse, as of today, you see even on the social media, making videos, dancing and singing and happy. You understand? She was not bothered at all, and unfortunately, she also came to the court sometime. Half of what she said were lies. But thank God the tribunal was not deceived by such treatment.
All right. Lastly, what is your own next step concerning the prosecution and the pursuit of the case now?
Yeah, the pursuit of the case, we will study we have not the verdict, we have to take steps, let the family come together, the father should know, the guy should not be lying there. Thank God, you see that the court made it abundantly clear that the body had been released. Go and bury this guy and forget about all this noise on social media. If the boy is laid to rest and give him a befitting burial today, you see that all this noise will go down. Both noise for Baba Mohbad, not for those who are not in support, those who are in support, and so on and so forth, those in support of the mother, in support of the wife, in support of the child, everything will die down. The only thing that is remaining is the issue of the DNA. Let the father make himself available for us to conduct the DNA. We have gotten the cut order. We have done everything. We are ready. The man ran away. So there's nothing we can do. But we are in court again now to ask for another of our own DNA system. They are not ready to do it. But thank God, their lawyer has filed another application to that they want to do the DNA. But they want to do it. We are not supposed to do it. We are not hiding anything. Let the DNA be done under the supervision of the court. Anywhere they want, let them do it. So that we can know the truth and move forward. You understand? Nobody will now be guessing, oh, this child is a bastard, oh, this child they belong to this and all that. I think we should end all that and allow that innocent boy Mohbad to.
And concerning the DNA matter, sir, based on the new file and the new application being filed that you said, has court attend to the new application, and when do you think this next sitting will be?
The issue of next sitting, they have not given us the. When they give us the, we are ready to.
Thank you so very much, sir. I really appreciate you. Wow. Wow. Ladies are meant to gen. Because they live on gentlemen, but this is meant to gen. Ladies are meant to gen. I'm trying as much as possible to be myself and everything. So, as things stand, the two lawyers are coming together to sort one or two things out within themselves. Talking about Wumi lawyer and the SAN, you understand? As you can all see. 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 I go bite you. I go bite you. Sure. I like that your glass, so I go borrow them. I get one party this evening. I go borrow and go that party. I recommend. My own Nasha commended at the fan. Guys, as you can all see, they are both coming together to sort or solve the issue of the DNA, the puzzle of the DNA. They are discussing it on how they want it to be and how it should be. Wow. The updates today was so crazy, was so funny, and was so overwhelming that it is 150% against a particular soul. And presently, the advice of the coroner is that the advice of the coroner inquest is that the advice of the coroner inquest presently is that the nurse should be prosecuted, and everything about spending also seems 100% suspicious in the case. So, as it stands, the nurse will be prosecuted. That is the advice of the coroner and the opinion of the coroner, and spending as well. So many things that was read today as a summary of the case about spending seems very terrible, because I was even questioning myself and asking myself about the issue that was, analyzed concerning spending and the testimony of spending. This is very, 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 very crazy. You understand? It is very, very, very crazy. As it is, as it is. This is the only advice I and some other lawyers that are even seniors gave to Spending to his face. Bro, your lawyer has a lot to do. Take it or leave it. Your lawyer has a lot to do. Your lawyer has a lot to do. And as the situation is, may they no go block this car for outside. They say, are you Mr. Arifa? Say yes. Oh yeah, come down. We are from Yagon. Jagon say, "Okay, me come premises." Mafo. Jagon me come premises. So it won't be a situation of how is it and how it stands. But presently, I need to tell it to the face of the world that take it or leave it. Spending and the nurse are in it, and so far so good. I've not seen any other name that could be added to the DPP advice because it went a long way. It was stated that I'll call you, sir. It was stated that the DPP who has advised that Spending and the nurse should be charged, and at the end of the day, the advice of the Coroner inquest is 150% similar. Yep. It is 150% similar to the advice of the DPP because take it or leave it, the nurse will be charged according to the advice, and the Spending's testimony read by the magistrate today 100% indict Spending and makes him a full suspect in the whole saga. But every other area were dodged because concerning the father's parts, it was stated that due to the earlier or the hastiness of burying Mohbad leads to a kind of, how am I to put it, obstructing justice. That the father also obstruct the justice by burying the boy as early as that. But traditionally, let's think about it. Is the man to keep the cup to himself? Is it because this man never knew the world will rise and stand for him in this manner? He never think of it that the world could rise. And this man has no choice than to went on to bury this boy. We all see the major reason why this man has to do this. He has no choice, to be frank, because if he is, is capable of pursuing the case by himself, I am 100% sure that he is going to stand for his rights. But funny enough, he cannot because he has no resources. He's not known to him. Nobody knew him, and he never believed he has the power to fight or to seek for justice for Ileri Oluwa. You understand? But at the end of the day, he end up burying the boy, and as of today, it is stated that after 9 days that the boy has been buried, they went for exhumation, and after exhuming the boy, there's a lot of things that are needed in his body to determine the cause of that are needed in his body to determine the cause of the death, they just now. Possible. We'll check on YouTube, on Google, ask questions that possible will this be. So we'll see how it goes. You understand? I'm not giving my opinion, Mom. No, I am only saying this. This is what is stated. I'm not giving opinion concerning the whole stuff. I'm not giving opinion concerning it. Now, another thing is this. While reading all this stuff, talking about spending especially, spending story seems to be quite different from even from his own testimony. You understand? Because he was just looking at me, asking Egbon, share me non so, meaning Egbon, is she talking about me? You understand? The boy was like, I did not say this. Is that my testimony? Is she talking about me? You understand? This is a kind of a funny one because it is stated there. Spendi never agreed to the fact that he was in the house when they called the nurse, when they are administering the injection, when they are doing all those stuff. He never agrees to the fact that he is there. You get it? But at the end of the day, when reading everything today, it is stated that Ayobami Sadiq, aka Spending, also agree during the course of interrogation that he is one of them who, you know, took the body to the hospital. He is one of them who called when the nurse is administering the injection. He was there. In fact, he's part of the person who, you know, somehow embalmed the body. And this is kind of very, very funny. This is kind of very, very funny. So there's a lot to talk about, but the Coroner inquest issued a warning. The Coroner inquest issued a warning to all the bloggers interested in this case that do not discredit the Coroner inquest, neither twist or change the narratives from the inquest. If anyone found, you will be charged for court content. So we need to be extremely careful while giving our opinions as well, and we need to watch the way we discredit whatsoever it is. There is something called constructive criticism, which is a fair statement even under the law. You understand? So today Spending has another view totally, because even when the Coroner did not state that Spending also should be, you know, penalized or what's it called, should be charged as well. But take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. There is no how. Remember, the DPP advice has pinned Spending to it, or has been pinned already. You understand? Now another thing is I want you to know that you still need to be extremely vigilant on this case, because the inquest did not exclude him. He is totally involved. And concerning the wife aspect, the inquest also highlights that why would the wife be there without saying anything, without, you know, standing in the position of the aspect of not obstructing the barrier, that she is supposed to at at least obstruct and stand in the way of burying. You understand? My commenters are saying, tell those women to chill now. Tell those women to chill. Image in Paru, my giant ball and moto. Malia image is okay. Mona no verse, Jerry guys. They are too emotional. You know, woman go be woman now. They provoke as them day like this. They provoke. So now, on the side of the wife, that the wife should have tried her possible best to stop the burial in order not to object, you know, or to obstruct the justice. Now, the investigation has been obstructed due to unable to get the details needed from the body that will help in order to conduct the autopsy, the toxicology, at least to arrive at the final point, which is the cause of death. But for the fact that the cause of death is unknown, uncertified, you understand? Now the problem is this: the nurse is still to be prosecuted for what? For negligence. The nurse still needs to be prosecuted for negligence. Mind you guys, the last time on my live stream, when we were talking about this whole matter, the likes of Queen, that is supporting spending, and some other people were on our nerves. They were causing, thinking I personally am against spending.
From day one.
Are we okay to start commenting or running our own commentary?
Okay, you can comment.
God bless you, brother.
Yes, thank you, ma. You can.
Take round. God bless you.
Guys, about me fit about anything, say I can't kick round. The account is circulating in the comment section. Please, it's noisy. Please, let's not.
Kick round, me I go follow you talk now. But all this in Paparano from day one.
Shit, okay, put it in the comment section. I'm appreciating all of you.
I will message you. I'll credit you. You understand? Oh my God. You hear me in the hand?
Yes. All right, ma.
Okay.
All right, ma.
I'm more.
Okay, if we look at
Can I ask one question where you did not touch? Can I ask you one question? At any point in time,
yes,
the magistrate spoke about people on social media not to discredit coroner inquest or the judge.
Yes, she said that was her remark. That was her final remark.
They want bloggers, they want social media. Do not discredit coroner inquest or the judge.
All those ones are like tradition. Another bingo, Papa Bingo for a reason. Papa Bingo. Papa Bingo for a reason.
No, I believe we do attack or from day one, we kept preaching this thing to them that this is the major reason. This is the major reason why everything was botched. More than and surrounded.
Okay.
Come on, picture George sorry, can you call my bully George? Come picture.
Can I go ahead?
All you want to speak.
My people, body they all.
Teba blog George Jabi, blog coroner inquest.
Can I go ahead? I don't want to.
No, just speak now. Enter everybody body they hot. I mean,
okay,
just.
I know body they hot. Okay, we don't burn midnight oil. We don't burn data. We don't burn money. We don't burn time. But we know say Mohbad matter will still stay with all of us for the rest of our lives. Nobody will forget this case. Nobody. It is impossible to forget Mohbad case in the history of Nigeria. You know, now, before we go say something will happen, give it a week or two, you go waka. No be Mohbad case. So 2 years now we still they run now. And I can tell you, everybody, this case, you know, they go anywhere. Anyway, if we go back to when this matter starts, the real bone of contention was which day Mohbad died, which day. But with time, we began to unravel the mystery, saying that Monday, Mohbad by.
Speak English, I beg. Everybody just follow along. Every nationality.
12th of September.
No, now wait, now you get where they go.
What
are you not hearing me?
Hold on. What is 12th of September, K-Crown? Crunchy Queen, sorry, man. What is 12th of September?
Yeah, when he died. That was the date the court uphold.
Which day?
Olagbara. I'm still talking on the
on Tuesday now.
Make your body not too hot. So many lack brain.
Which time?
Hold on now. I can bunk on
She did specify the time. She just said 12th of September.
Okay.
She didn't say.
12th of, for what, K-Crown?
You say what?
12th of September for what? Sorry.
The date. That is the official date that is being upheld now.
Oh,
that will be Mohbad certificate. Yes.
How
about place of death?
The place of death. The place of death was definitely in the house, because the magistrate said that she took the report of Kuramed Hospital that that when Mohbad came, it was dead on arrival. So the house was.
Papa, no clap for me now.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's go.
Papa bingo, yala yawon.
About negotiation done.
Okay. There is something about this.
And how he died.
How did he die?
Yeah, go on.
How he died is he had an injury. He sustained an injury in the fight, and nurse was a quack nurse. A quack nurse was brought in to treat him, and he reacted to injection, an anaphylactic shock, and prompted him. Yes. And he died. That's how he died.
Oh boy. She was quoting the report. Given to her.
But the anaphylactic, what could cause it? What did
Papa, so everything we were guessing here is what happened then?
Exactly. Everything we said is what happened. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, now.
We are far ahead of them. Now we'll tell them.
Verified.
We are the one who will tell them the next thing to do. They like they do, they like they don't do. We'll still tell them again.
So imagine.
Well.
Just like very dark man, but you saw real justice for Mohbad has just begun. So now there is something better. If they don't complete these two scripts, the pathway for justice for Mohbad cannot be initiated.
Only Nalakata write the report.
Passport. Láti move
Mohbad affidavit that Mohbad died on Monday was never taken into cognizance by the court. The father of the victim swore an affidavit that his son died on Monday, September 11th.
You present that one at the coroner.
Never took in that statement, never took in that affidavit.
Did he present it at the coroner?
No, for a reason.
That was another different case.
No, because you know what? If they are taking in Monday as the date Mohbad died, it will have been very funny for them to indict the nurse, because the nurse got there on Tuesday. So if the father of the victim has come out to say his son died on Monday and the nurse showed up on Tuesday, then who did he not treat? But because they have to follow the script, that is why the judge is going with the Tuesday narrative, because somebody needs to go down for Mohbad's death. Because it doesn't make sense. The father of the victim, who the son is even saying has authority over his son, has come out to say now Monday they kill him Pikin. Monday. So if the son was killed on Monday, who did the nurse show up to treat on Tuesday?
But you see, the cross queen. Now the problem is
the papa did there when he died. Why he no? He did there.
Hold on. That means Crouchy Queen. That means the father will be saying this. Rachel, 1 minute. That means the father will be saying this with a lead that he has. And that lead is what we are questioning the father to come out with now. Why do you bring out this commission?
Exactly. He did on Monday. Testify that his daughter, Blessing, told him and submitted his phone for forensic who will not be here.
That is a new lead for forensic.
You are in the coroner inquest. You are not putting a strong case. He did not put
the father's sworn affidavit. The father's sworn affidavit.
What about the father that came out to say I saw blood? The father came to say I saw blood, and he never presented that at the coroner inquest. That's a new lead. Because he saw the blood.
This is the new lead. The coroner inquest need to exonerate themselves.
God.
Police
the father of the
investigation
victim swore an affidavit,
that is
which
ongoing.
I'm sure will be on the advice of his lawyer, that his son
Now,
was murdered.
Now, Crouchy Queen, 1 minute. Crouchy Queen, 1 minute. Now, this is the problem of Baba Mohbad here. If you truly sure of the lead you had with you,
Mr.
Why now you need to approach the court of law,
Mr. Rotimi,
with this lead?
Court,
hold on, like police will not do it, Mr. Yomi. Getting order from the court of law to compare the police who carried out without the court order, my brother. You have been going to police and police done something good. No, you have to go to court.
My brother,
it's because the
Baba was not the same Baba and every one of them. They were thwarting the effort of the police because we go tell you all of them are arrangement. The real investigation is ongoing in Abuja. Emma will to share shortly.
Yomi, we know say na arrange. Àwa gan mọ̀ wípé arrange. Àwa gan ti sọjí. Yomi, àwa gan ti sọjí pé arrange ni. We know say na arrange. But we are saying that Mohbad died on Monday. Why is the court insisting he died on Tuesday?
Crouchy Queen, I'm going to establish gbogbo very shortly because Baba ti sọ. Police ma padà come back to ọ̀rọ̀ Baba yẹn pé.
Mr. Yomi,
I have a question. The question is, let me ask my question real quick. The question is, hello? The question is, why did Mr. Wahab Shittu invite all the people that he invited back to the court? He invited everybody back to the court. What was it taking for?
Maybe
where did he? Which court did he invite them to?
Apariano, Cherry, Aduti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká fi ẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ká máa palàpalàpa again. Now, something just came out today, and we all are doing other things. Now, we need the major thing that came out today from that Coroner resolution is that. Listen now.
Again, please brief us. Kekran, please brief us about the inquest. People are joining. Brief us again.
Hey Joe, before Kekran,
wait now, Alagata, you know I'm brief us now. You don't hear everything. You know, let people hear this thing now. I beg. Kekran,
okay, I should brief it again, Abi.
Yes, everything go on.
All right. So, like I said earlier, for those who are just joining us, the magistrate read, all the witnesses' statements. There are about 17 witnesses that was upheld, and we have Baba Mohbad, we have Mama Mohbad, we have Wumi, we have Prime Boy, we have Spending, we have Darosha, we have Adura, we have the Kuramed Hospital and Perez Hospital. We have the police, the two police people. We also have the nurse and Sam Larry Naamali. All of those, their statement that was taken. So she summarized everyone's statement. And like I said the other time, that when she was reading that of Spending statement, it was being mixed up, in the sense that she was saying that Spending, took Mohbad took Mohbad to go and on the bike. That's so they say they carry Mohbad on the bike. She was affirming that it was spending. She was also saying that spending puts palm oil and salt, on Mohbad's body and all of stuff like that. It was practically like mixing everything up. And the matter, even Spend himself was even surprised. Like it was like palm oil again. He wanted to even. He wanted it's just that nobody can, interject the woman. Nobody can interject the woman. She also read that of the nurse, and all the roles that everybody played, in the course of the death of Mohbad. Then observation. She was giving observation and and the verdicts of each of the people, specifically Baba Mohbad, Wumi, the mother, and she said that the cause of death, for as far as the coroner court is concerned, in conclusion, she targeted negligence, is that the police should on Sam Larry and Naira Marley, because she believes that there are evidences that have been tendered that makes it that Mohbad was bullied, until his death. She also said that the nurse also should be persecuted. That the nurse also should be persecuted based on the fact that she was a quack nurse, and she was the one that injected Mohbad, that made him have that anaphylactic shock until his death. So, which means that people like Prime Boy and Spending, and the rest of the people are not being, maybe they are free because nothing was made mention about them. She also said that Baba Mohbad tampering with Mohbad's body, has made it so difficult to seek justice for the death of Mohbad, because he hurriedly buried Mohbad, and for the fact that Mohbad has been in the ground for about 9 days thereabout, made it very difficult for them to find the real cause of the death of Mohbad. So she also said that the wife also, her silence also is significant, or let me just say it raised questions for the fact that her husband is in that position, her husband faced bullying and all of those things, that she could not say anything and she could not talk, that she should have kept a proper record and also challenge the father, why on the reason why it must why Mohbad should not be buried like that. She said she should have stood her ground, but she kept silence, and she now said that cultural values or cultural precedents, or activities should never supersede the law. That in the situation whereby somebody died and nobody, that in the circumstances like like this, that if the person is not learned enough, that they should look for people that are learned in the family to make sure they do thorough investigation on the deaths and not go ahead to go and bury them. Which means that Baba Mohbad did not get certified. He didn't get certificates, to he didn't get it was not, he didn't get the certificates that Mohbad died. Nobody certified him dead. That's what it means. But the fact that there was no certificate issued and all of those things, it means that nobody certified him and he just carried the body and go and bury like that. So which means that which means that he tempered on evidence. So then he said that Wumi, okay, I think that was what he said. He now said family negligence, family lack of care that failed Mohbad. Then the medicals also failed Mohbad, and people around him also failed Mohbad, in the sense that he was being bullied, and when he needed attention, he needed time, for healing and all of those psychological trauma and all of those things, that there was no prompt attention on him. So that is what she said as regarding that. So in other words, the case, I don't know, the DPP will just go ahead to prosecute the nurse, and if possible do thorough investigation on Sam Larry and Mali in the case of that bullying. So that is just the brief summary of everything that happened in court today.
Guys, I hope you've given your own support. It's not easy. Kekran was there since morning. Thank you. Thank you. Any question to Kekran? Any question or any contribution? And please, one by one. Any question or any contribution? You can unmute yourself.
I think the major thing for us to ask ourselves is who was forcing them that day to bury that guy. There should be an iota of coercion. If not, that guy will not be buried.
I said this thing, that if care is not taken, the coroner may even indict the father for burying Mohbad. And that is what happened.
Please, exactly, that what happened. Yes, that what happened.
Yes. Kekran, what did you say?
I said yes, that's what happened, and that they are indicting him.
Explain that part.
They are putting everything on his head.
Exactly.
Yeah, indicting in the sense that he did not wait, he did not seek proper he didn't do his due diligence. He should have gone for seek for autopsy or more investigation. As given for with all he saw, according to his account, because they upload his account. According to his account, he said he should have waited. I should have, even if he doesn't even understand, that he need to do autopsy, that you should have looked for somebody in the member of the family that is name-led. Maybe all those they are, the extended family that is name-led, that they would have pushed more for the fact that rather than going ahead to just go and bury him.
Yes. If anybody
get proper certification for the death of Mohbad, he didn't get proper certification before he went ahead to go and bury him.
Okay. Ekran, did they talk about when to bury Mohbad, burial, all those things? Did they talk about it?
They only talk about it in the statements. When he was summarizing everybody's statements, she said that Baba Mohbad collected 1 million naira to go and bury Mohbad, which she talked about that they did a burial for him, and the place of the burial was an eyesore. She talked about it that the place where they buried him was an eyesore, and Baba Mohbad collected 1 million naira, to bury Mohbad. That Darusha transferred 1 million naira to Baba Mohbad to go and bury Mohbad via Davido. That Davido sent 2 million naira, and Darusha transferred 1 million naira. The place where he was buried is an eyesore.
Yes. Was there anything like when to bury Mohbad, like the body is released to the family or not? Was there any conversation like that?
Yeah. No. But like past inquest, when Wumi and Baba Mohbad came, that time that they wanted to bury Mohbad, it was said that the government has released the body for burial. That other time when they came, that they should go and bury Mohbad, and that was when the magistrate said that the government has released the body for burial, but it was the father that was still delaying it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, so everybody, we can now see like the way the law works in this country. It says the Nigerian criminal law supersedes every other law that emanates from any other places. Your culture, whatever your practice is, your religion, does not have superiority over the Nigerian criminal law. So when the Nigerian criminal law says don't do something, if you do it, there's no excuse. And that's what I was saying, that if they don't tamper justice with mercy, right? If anybody right now, any activist want to really come for Mohbad, if they place an application of the quick burial of Mohbad, thereby obstructing justice, not allowing autopsy result and toxicology to be ascertained, and they put that up to the DPP, believe me, that case will go through.
Paparano.
That case will go through. Baba Mohbad will go trial.
Paparano.
And that's what we've seen all this while.
Let me quickly object
even
you there.
DPP angry with the family with the way they are playing games with the family.
Paparano, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Part of the things that will not make Baba Mohbad go further is that even the DPP does not need any activist, anybody to actually tell them to charge Baba Mohbad based on what has happened already.
Yeah.
They can go straight to charge him.
I'm telling you.
That is what the lawyers have
if anybody do that right now, I'm telling you, it's 40 years imprisonment, don't forget. If anybody take that position,
they might overlook it, and I will appreciate if they can overlook that. But
if anybody push forward for that, that this man should not go unpunished. It should be in the history of this country that anybody that does such thing should not be forgiven.
Because emotive Lemawo, he was only trying to like normal thing.
No, you can be off camera now. I think you have that. You can be going on your way now. You can just be on the screen.
Now, if I may ask everyone here now, because exactly,
I don't know. It's up to you.
If I may ask, please, Paparano, like everyone, like we've said on this platform and various other platforms as well, that this will be the outcome of the coroner inquest, and you know, the family and everybody, they will have no case. So as it is now, what is the way forward?
I have always said from the beginning, I said the one person that has been doing what was needed is Yomi Fabiyi. Yomi Fabiyi, what he brought to this case after all my prison, I'm also one of the biggest critics of Yomi Fabiyi. You know, we may not agree on those areas where I always criticize him and this and that, his activities with the police. But when you look at it, at the end of the day, we are still going back to the police. I have said it all the time. The police have a duty to investigate at all times. That nonsense that was told to Berekete at that time, it was only a manipulation. It's a false information. What the law says is that the state, that's the Attorney General, they have power, they have precedence over prosecution. If police want to take a case to court, right, and the state comes in and say, no, we want to take it to court, police will let it be for them. But police don't stop investigation. So all those rhetorics that police have closed investigation, it does not exist. As long as that case stands.
The statute of limitation. Have statute of limitation.
You say what?
It does not have statute of limitation.
Exactly. Any new findings. Yes. The police is always ear open. They are ready to hear anything about that crime. And that's how I was so surprised. Look at the driver testimony. And again, don't forget, it is not up to coroner inquest always. Right now, coroner inquest did not indict spending. Does that mean that the Attorney General will not indict spending? They have a different investigation. This one is just one of the investigations. That's what we have been talking about.
Indicted and charged.
Exactly.
Not has been indicted and charged. Trial is already going on. Now that the police have been advised to now go and even do more investigation, that their initial investigation is not enough. The police have now in Abuja are now investigating. By the time they get their new more suspect and everything, they will go and add it to spending, and it might likely change the charges of the nurse and spending. Look at what will happen. Emma Wolo. It isn't there was nobody like a proper public NGO on the ground with them then. So what to okay die down. But when Mohbad's spirit is not resting, and he brought people of note, and other guy, and all of who have a new lead, the government cannot explain why the new lead cannot allow that justice should be served to the boy. And that is what they are doing now. And the coroner has already recommended police should go and continue. Oh, then Shittu yet so only one police should go and any other thing, to zombie, what is shell already, what is charge spending.
Mr. Yomi, point of correction, Mr. Yomi. Shittu did not say investigation should go on the other hand. He said the investigation should carry on Sam Larry and Naira Marley. No other investigation was proposed. Okay. It was on Naira Marley and Sam Larry. You can go back to that
no problem, my dear. No problem.
And now, yeah. So what are we missing now? Like in terms of all the evidence and all that we have, like knowing well that this guy died on Monday, as in on the 11th. I don't care what day it is. Yeah, on the 11th of September. Okay, we saw a record of swollen faces at his burial ground. All the evidences that we have against, how this guy died and all that. Where do we present it now? How do we reenact this case? How do we present our case now? Because obviously this is not a fair judgment. Okay, yeah, Baba could be blamed for burying. We've all said this already. Yeah, he could be blamed for burying this guy on time, too early and all that. But how do we reenact this case now, so that it then aligns with what's happening, in Abuja? Because at the end of the day, they may not touch light to all the evidence that we have already now. They may not touch light to that area at all, except there's somebody that's putting them in that direction. You see all this investigation and all that, they are supposed to, all these things that we online observers were able to uncover. They should be the one. They should be privy to all this information.
All these things are not before the judge. MLH. Judge cannot manufacture evidence or witness. The judge only gave verdicts and findings on what was presented before the judge. They don't rule on assumptions.
Mr. There's something. MLH, 1 minute. Papano, there was something about this judgment. Kekan was calling our attention to it. That the judge mixed up spending statements with someone else. That the judge mixed up spending statement with someone else. Now, do we get spending CTCs at that time, Paparano, before now? Because no, Mr. Ami, no. This is a judgment. When your judgment derails,
now, how can a judge not be up to speed with the people that have been witnesses that have come to the court? Mr. Yomi, already knows that it is Darusha that did the embalming. So why is she confusing Darusha for spending?
I need olórí gbogbo ẹni pé kọ́lọ́pàá lọ tún investigation ṣe kọ́ mú ọmọ àmú òótọ́ jáde láì gbogbo yẹn tó ṣe yẹ formality kọ́kọ́ certify opinion.
Mr. Obi, I don't 1 minute, please. Oh God, okay. Thank you. You see, what has happened there is this. It wasn't a mistake that the magistrate read what she read about, about spending. Because if she has not said that, absolutely, she has nothing to back up what DPP said or why DPP charged, spending initially.
Thank you, Espana.
So she has to bring out something that will,
But that is a blunder.
Espana, careful.
That is a blunder.
Well,
I'm talking about a judge.
That's okay. But I think everybody should know. So that is what happened anyway.
It's a blunder, that's it.
But that is a blunder.
It's deliberate.
That was Darusha's role. That was Darusha's role in terms of examining the body. That was what they put on spending now.
Hold on, MLH. I was talking about
your background is loud, Fra. Your background is loud.
Okay, just a quick question, right, Mr. Yomi? Did they not give her, when the police, when they got there, they had the charge sheet for spending? Did she not familiarize herself with the charge sheet of the crime they were accusing spending of doing? How is she then confusing that? If she had to take it 2 years, she had 2 years to be able to come to read all the script to come to come. So does she not know or call for the files? Or where is the CTC we have? The judge scriber who transcribes all of it. Where is the copy of that? Couldn't she familiarize herself with it? If a layman like me and you know that spending has said publicly, even the publication that you put up with his lawyer said that his crime is that he gave the nurse's number. Why is he spending for an Obama?
Like we all know, yeah. They know the person that was reporting
the judgment. And Nisuru, ẹ ká wà careful. Ẹni tó report the judgment adájọ́ Number one, show car from the judgment manuscript in it, being to confetti court to bond court, any suru. That's what I'm saying, that you have to be sure, because if it is a proper reporter, but to buy a proper reporter, to yape us joko lati be yo ka mo kini lo ko ko sile ko se ko on e wa careful ko be so
nǹkan tèmi rí sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni pé K-Crown, I wanted to ask K-Crown that did the judge did they read Darusha citizen? Did Darusha went to this because I think there was a mix-up, and if they didn't read Darusha, then it was a mix-up. They read Darusha. What did they read about Darusha?
So we just need to know that one, sir. Mr. Yomi, you're in the UK, I'm the UK. We have the right to speak on a public case, and there's no problem with that.
Anyways, I was trying to say something the other time that when this thing that happened today, there is a way to redress it, and then the coroner judge gave a leeway to redress it. Everything centers. All of you will just be saying me. I mentioned Mohbad. From day one, this is my stand that if he didn't went on to bury that guy, we will not be here. Now he has buried the guy. What happened that day? That man still. Maybe they should arrest him. Maybe they should petition him. That what really happened that day? Who was coercing you? Because this is the result.
Exactly.
This is the result of your thing. Because what I'm thinking now is that enjoy it. One day sọ fún pé you must bury this child, because tí o bá bury child yẹn kíní ìjọ tó ti bury yẹn ni kíní parí. And do you see that they waited on that autopsy kíní toxicology kíní toxicology kejì wọ́n dúró tì í pé kíní yẹn ò ní jáde ikú ẹ̀yọ̀ kan, and look at what the coroner judge said. Ó ní bí
they say the man is a pastor, they trust him, they believe him, that there is the one that lost.
He must be investigated. Without investigating him, how would we know what really happened that day?
Paparano, do you believe this judge also come to TikTok to listen to us?
They have instrument now. These are government. These are government.
Because you see, what we analyze, Paparano, you know, you were the first person, Paparano.
That day on QH Radio, I asked him. I said, say you think this death was mysterious or not? Instead, you know, saying they mysterious. That's why you went to bury him.
Do you now see my predicting power and accuracy?
Of course,
I predicted medical cause of death negligence. I predicted.
You didn't hear what I told you sarcastically. When you talk about the body
Paparano, I predicted that
going to be an appeal now?
They will check why was he buried. I think Mr.
Not appeal. This is the coroner now. It's just a fact finding now, Mr.
And is there going to be an appeal against the DPP?
Okay.
Did you hear what Shittu said? Did you hear what Shittu said about the DPP?
If any Nigerian want to really go through this case right now, accept the petition of Mohbad to DPP. Right.
We need to.
We need to.
In African television. African television African television African television. This is the right time to have African television here. Any time you do a really revenge, but I want to mú èèyàn ẹlẹ lọ́wọ́ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan mi African television ṣe káàkiri ìlú. Nǹkan mi ló ṣe kiri.
Ó ti indict Mohbad. Tell anybody about take case up by as one hand. Baba tún bá DPP wá dídí.
Paparano, please, I beg you.
Má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ Mr. Yomi Fabiyi 2 years láti wà lórí kéèsì yìí nítorí ẹnìkan ṣe àdàdà pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹ̀ ń ṣe báyìí. Ṣé ilé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ rírú ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọmọ yín náà.
I will try to not to mention that. Not
sorry.
Please, I beg.
I think this thing is arranging, and also this our son. He said this judgment, whether na PhD standard, what did he even say? First, I think that man, they need to replace him. This is a very, very bad judgment.
It's a PhD thesis. PhD thesis, best judgment.
Okay, I could not, I was not really hearing, that side was noisy. I could not even enjoy, I was shedding tears here. And somebody is saying it's a very good judgment. And on media, you were still blaming your client.
He was blaming his client, I didn't know you noticed that. Thank you, Jare. He was blaming the man. I was like, are you sure this man is serious?
The man just won't
He
come
was
out here.
blaming the man.
The man needs to stay on his own.
And the man was there looking like Dundee. He didn't even know what the man was saying.
When Wumi lawyer comes to speak, when he's speaking on Wumi's part that they blame Wumi, he was defending Wumi that Wumi cannot stop the father-in-law due to tradition, respect. He was busy backing that lady, but you were here exposing your own client again. I can't get it. See, every statement anyone uttered there via interview has meaning. And this is a lawyer that works with the government. So what are you doing with him? And he's still even insisting that you see that we appealing is in line. What is in line?
Which in line?
Somebody that Baba Mohbad is in his hand, he can do it do anyhow he wants now.
Oh, you know, go
He's
justify
just
the money we
collect.
You know what make it justify the money we collect.
The emotional side of the public
no, that oh God, shit.
Shittu is just after the emotional side of the public that I see donating to Baba Mohbad.
Oh God. No.
After that judgment,
my own is
a lawyer that not approach for any other.
In that area again, you are indicting this man the more. You are still insisting because of the money they will pay you or what?
Of course, it's after the money. It's glaring. It's obvious.
Oh God!
Because a man that never approached the court for any court order.
Honestly, they need to. I think at this point, if this man is wise enough, he needs to now sit down because one, they want to shut him completely, so he doesn't even go on any appeal. Now they've won. Internet it should not be discussed on media, no internet or whatever. Now they are trying to just kill this case, end it.
Mr.
And that is why they are hitting it now. How come everybody in that house were removed?
Don't be surprised.
Is to hold Baba.
Don't be surprised that the case of DNA will die down naturally.
Yes, it will die down. They have
the case of DNA will die down naturally.
They've handcuffed him now. He can't do anything.
Exactly. The case of DNA will naturally die.
He can't do anything now.
If you can't hold Baba, how will you hold Darusha? How will you hold all the other people inside the house? Now the Baba is the first person to hold.
No, they did not check the process that led to death. How long
this guy check what led to death? You are talking about burying. What are you saying?
About burial.
Are you saying the driver? Pram, wait there 1 minute. Are you saying the driver did not speak before the coroner judge? Do you see any reference to the driver's confessional statement?
Oh, thank you, Mr.
Do you see anything? Do you see anything related
not
to the
even
doctor?
The doctors, the doctor's own. The doctor's own.
And you want to put it on Baba because they want to handcuff the Baba. And this Baba that is doing mumu following the judge, the lawyer, will not listen to the public what they are telling him. Because they have found a little thing fault on you doesn't make you to relax and be listening to them. Listen to what the public is telling you. The fact that you bury this man audibly, fine. But
Mr.
what we are looking at, who find him? I'm coming, Pedro. I'm coming. Who find him is what's important. The Baba,
now
we know he has
to get
Did you listen?
Hold on. Let us put this in logically now. To get who Biden, if we now hold who go bury him, the person will go bury him, go hold who embalm. Now so
you are going back. You are go to the source. Hold on. Invite everybody in that house. Who were those three guys that rushed out to the driver? Bring them on board to investigation. Like what Yomi is saying. The 3 seconds video, police is covering it. You are jumping it to the Baba who buried the son. Where's the 3 seconds video? Why will police not investigating the extension of the 3 seconds video? Let's leave this Baba, leave him. What he has done is wrong, but let's go back
now,
to the
so
house.
we do since 2 years ago. I was here with you,
Baba,
Mr. Rotimi.
We
have been saying
you
this
want
now,
to
so
follow
now go the context
narrative of
am.
the
Now so
North
now go the now so now we can't am. No problem, no problem.
You know,
now so now.
to you, to the best of your knowledge now, do you think this judge is right with what this judgment? Is it a good judgment coming from a judge? A judge that listened and even committed blunder in his judgment.
Oh yeah, so what can we do to the judge now? Oh yeah, what can we do to the judge?
This is the fact. This is not the first time.
There is a judge now.
I'm coming.
What can we do to the judge?
This is not the first time a judge is getting judgment wrong. So it won't be new to us. That is what we are saying. She has opened up the investigation back to the police. That is the part that I hold on to, and I love that part. She has told us police should investigate further. That means that if you cannot determine the cause of death and you put it on negligence, I mean, you listen to the driver's confessional statement, you never, in your judgment, no reference to that people in the house should be called to investigate. You did not make mention with that. The doctor said, this is a doctor, medical doctor, who you invited to the coroner and testified before you that this guy, what I saw, this guy had been dead over 3 hours before that time. So he called for open investigation. Let them investigate further. Okay? Now, you are telling us at this moment that who buried me is the one that is why they didn't see the cause of death. But there are confessional statements coming from those in their house. The driver that drove Mohbad is an important person.
See what I don't like. What I don't like about people running justice on Mohbad. Mr. Rotimi. What I don't like. Listen, Mr. Rotimi. You listen, Mr. Rotimi. What I don't like about people.
Does embalmment come after burial?
No. Yes.
So
embalmment don't come after burial. Go for those who embalm him.
Are these not sensitive issues?
Hold on. Listen. If Mohbad was not buried, everything on his body would be unraveled. You people should get that fact into your mind.
Yes, but that is secondary.
Then what are you now saying? It is primary. It is primary.
What we are saying,
Mohbad was dead before
that is secondary.
Hold on. He was dead before embalming. Listen.
Did you call who embalmed Mohbad?
No,
don't go
that route.
Let me go to the route.
This man already. No, don't go that route. Do you know why? This man, they are against him already. If you are going this way, every time you he cannot defend it because everybody will still go against him. So why you are even involved in the more?
Perez doctor said they advise them to take the body to the morgue. Did the judge hear that? But they took the body home against medical advice. And you didn't put blame on the wife.
Baba did not hear all that before they go bury the child.
That is Baba.
Are you telling me Baba did not hear all those things before they go bury the child? Leave the judge alone. Leave the judge alone. Let us
No, I can't leave the judge alone because the judge
eating too much of that.
Báwo lè ṣe báyìí nítorí Ọlọ́run?
Guys, please wait. Get something. Let's look at this so that you guys can understand the danger when the Nigerian law says anybody who buries a dead body without proper certification has committed a serious crime and upon conviction can be liable to 14 years imprisonment. At least 14 years imprisonment. This is the interpretation or the explanation. A human being was killed, or whenever a person dies or is killed by anybody or by anything, medical doctors will come in. Without medical doctor being able to ascertain the cause of death, it's like allowing the criminals to escape. Because whether you like it or not, in any homicide case, medical doctor must be able to prove that this is what and how that person dies. Now, anything that will impede them, that will obstruct them, that will stop them to be able to get that result is equally as letting go or destroying the evidence that could have been used. And right now, not being able to go or to catch those who initially commit the crime, they will come for the person who obstructed that cause. That is the situation. That is where the situation is, whether I like it or not. When you talk about who killed Mohbad, fine, some people, right? But now, who made it impossible to be able to catch those people? The person who obstructed it. Because tell me how you could have caught.
God bless you.
Wait, please. Tell me how you could have caught those that killed Mohbad without medical autopsy. Failure to medical autopsy. Now you have to trace back what led medical autopsy to fail because of quick burial. Wahala. Bingo. Papa bingo. Papa bingo.
Papano, I agree partly with you. Okay, and I will tell you this area. You are one of the persons who brought this to limelight to us, that law of 14 years in prison. And I really appreciate that, Papano. From the beginning, when you stated that law, we knew that Baba was in trouble. Okay. But having said this, the judge listened to the driver. Even you, Papano, a layman will listen to the driver of Mohbad. The case will take a new turn. It means the driver has revealed partly to us what happened that day. Okay? The father is going to 14 years. Put it aside. But the driver confessional statement that this man, the 3 guys rushed out of that house. If you are a judge, Papano, you will do better. And you will tell to the world that
let's go by law. At best,
for the fact that what the judge.
At best, they will call for investigation because those activities were suspicious. Investigation just wait. That's a different thing. But Baba Mohbad own, there's no investigation. It's already a fact.
He has to go 14 years, Papano. Me, I would love that. I would love that it would take place. I would love that to happen.
I said something. I posted a video that Confused went insulting me. I posted a video saying, I don't know why Shittu is not calling on the driver and try to use the driver's statement to petition on a case of conspiracy against the nurse, the 15 people in the house, all of them, because of the discrepancies in their statement. And that shows clearly an intent to conspire in Mohbad's death. That's a very good case. In fact, that case would trouble everybody. But they'll be telling me, why will I be telling Stan what to do? Stan that has many work, he's thinking about many problems in his head.
Papano, the fact that this man could be charged for 14 years in prison for trial, I am happy, number one. This man has obstructed justice in the case of Adura matter with Yomi Fabi, number 2. This man has obstructed justice in the case of Sui Wumi to court, number 3. This man has obstructed justice in the case of lying to the public for his own daughter, calling him. And also, this man was the prime boy, informing him so many things surrounding Baba Mohbad.
As well. Even with Zomo as well.
Into Zomo.
You see, now Guresi will run away. That bastard Guresi.
He has finished his job now, Papa. He has finished his job.
They'll be smiling.
He has finished his job. He has finished his job. They are pushing the man to the gate of prison. They have finished their job. This is what we'll be telling this man.
What people don't know is that new evidences are going to come out. They are there. The story is going to change very shortly. All these shenanigans needs to be rounded up. And then these people need to get off. Baba now should go and take, like I said now, it's okay for him to take the back seat and allow the real justice to now take its course. He has finished where he said he has power. And the people are saying it's what. So
not only that. Not only that, only that you lost of gbogbo ajá yẹn kí wọ́n tọwọ́ agbéjẹ wọn bá aṣọ kọ́ tọwọ́ ọmọ wọn bá aṣọ at this point in time gbogbo àwọn ajá wèrè tọ́kọ̀ fariwo kiri yẹn kí wọ́n dákẹ́ ẹnu wọn because at this point in time iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe láti jọ kì í ṣe pé èèyàn ní nǹkan mìíràn tẹ́yàn ṣe mo níṣẹ́ ti tèmi but coming to justice talking about all these things it is taking toll on people now tẹ́yìn kan bá wà idiot nítorí yóò pé ó yẹ kẹ́ lọ bá justice Sotobi sìn àbí kí ló ní kẹ́ lọ máa at this point iṣẹ́ yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé gbogbo tá à ń sọ láti jọ is right.
Kí jọ́ọ̀gì ẹ má tẹ̀ fi méjì ṣe scapegoat nínú wọn ó máa ní akọ méjì wà ṣe scapegoat ẹ wọ́n pé DPP náà kú wà kan tó fẹ́ lò ègé ìzàbá yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tiẹ̀ ó ti kú ti bá aṣẹjọ́ ayàṣà méjì wọ́n kàn fi ṣe scapegoat ní contempt of court so mo ṣe ṣe kẹwàá kẹ́ fún mi ọ̀sán yẹn fún yàn ẹ máa wo ti jàre.
And they should ensure that they step down on that what is it called? Appeal, the rubbish appeal they say they are doing. They should ensure they stop that first. And that they should start thinking of getting a better lawyer. This one they are doing.
You get into more trouble by challenging the DPP as well, or owning to the fact that they don't have any evidence to back up their claim. It might even get into another trouble.
Appeal, àfi dákú wàhálà àwọn ọ̀dọ́ máa ní kọ́ lọ sanwó ni. Ọ̀kan tún charge bàbá yẹn gan. Appeal gan lè sọ pé kí ló tẹ̀ tún kí DPP kí ló tẹ̀ charge ẹni tó lọ sí òkú gangan. Tọ́wọ́ appeal, ó lè recommend.
I swear that I swear you case because I'm a fún any opportunity láti rí new light. Ọ̀rọ̀ máa jáde.
Ìpẹ́ẹ́rẹ́ tó yẹ kẹ́ mú gangan rẹ̀ náà.
Máa jáde. I swear.
Kí ló tẹ̀ DPP ò charge ẹni tó sí òkú. Òun ni Coroner ẹ ti ya fún yẹn lẹ̀ ó ti sọ́lẹ̀ fún wọn ó ti flash wọn lẹ̀. Ní tó obstruct justice.
Imagine ẹwà gbà tán ó wá kọrin òwe fún olórí ẹbí ẹwà dúbí olórí ẹbí ṣe contribute owó fún máàní yìí tó kí ẹ ṣe wọn contribute owó.
You know what I think? What I think is that
ilẹ̀ wá free àwọn people yìí ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń bá wọn jà wọ́n ń bú mi torí bàbá Mohbad gbogbo pátápátá àti QH radio thank God for you coming ẹ̀yin lè wá ṣí wọn lójú ọ̀gá níbẹ̀ wá wo bàbá mi bá kú lọ́wọ́ wọn wo ọbẹ̀ suffocate mi wo olórí ẹbí àti QH radio pé tani bàbá yẹn gbẹgẹdẹ but today you see.
Rival lọ́rọ̀ bá wọn ṣe I will only try to.
You see, they should be blaming themselves now because they actually messed up this case.
MLH, him wanting to cover up his daughter. Yeah, remember that his in-law or cousin or whatever that came out the first time.
That
the truth about this daughter. That we never heard from him again.
They silenced the man. They silenced him.
Him not wanting to even tell us the truth about this. Now the question is, the lawyer, did he even disclose truly to this lawyer to say this is what's happening? Because the lawyer seems, like I would say, he seems clueless to the case. So he doesn't know which angle, and he has been establishing 3 things for months.
I think the man is just trying to remove himself.
It's a fair judgment.
He just won't remove himself from all this shenanigans. That man gets good legacy in front of him. The man goes soon retire. You won't make them use just some bad rubbish. They can just open mouth.
When you for leave Bankole and Smith, where head they shake, or one young lawyer we not send anything to handle this.
The lawyer that did well the most in this case was that very first lawyer, that Baba's friend,
that Fadile guy.
Fadile, he was the one that did justice to this case from the beginning. He had the right question.
That one didn't do anything right. What did he ask me?
Go and check the CTC.
That the report is by rank. Imagine what San is saying. Oh God.
I don't know. I want to go and find one cold beer. I want to go and find one cold beer drink now. For over 2 years, dry wealth. I've tried.
It's really so sad. It's really so sad. We don't know what we should be looking.
Papa, are you shocked?
Now I think Baba need to first go and sleep, think over this issue, then now listen to the right answer. Sorry, my patient is.
Mute. Come back. Mute.
Sorry, my patient. Yeah, let me mute.
That's fine. Okay. Somebody else speak. He's busy for now.
Okay.
So, Mr. Yomi. Mr. Yemi, what is the next line of action now? Because we can only look forward to you at VDM.
The next line of action, let me suggest my own. Papa Ono have said, he says, Mr. Yomi, the next line of action is for Baba Mohbad to first of us run away from this his so-called son, run to Yomi Fabiyi, involving VDM. Let them work together. Without these two people, Baba will still be in their own Asakamo. They will just be teaching him and be rubbing his back of the head.
Because they can use that 3 seconds video to be a leading entrance to finding new evidence to now come up and bring this case better.
If this case get to federal, I really say it. If it get to Abuja don't take nonsense. Whatever they be covering in Lagos, they will bottle it in Abuja. Abuja is not Lagos. Abuja will open the whole can of worms.
You think Baba will come down of his high horse?
Yes.
You think he will come down of his high horse with all his frame?
They need a radical lawyer. Like VDM can involve his radical lawyers.
Deji is enough. We don't need plenty lawyers.
Yes,
Deji is enough.
Deji is even involved now. Because the moment VDM stepped in, he has his only lawyer. So he's already involved. He might not be saying anything for now, but at least we'll get to that point.
MLA, once the case gets to Abuja, okay, you will see the opposition party dragging the president on this matter. Immediately, right now, the coalition will be making sense, painting the president bad for not following justice. Do you understand? Our president don't want to see this happening.
This is being moved to Abuja. So, it's going to become a political tussle.
I'm telling you, exactly. So on that note, you will see this case will take a new turn. Except if VDM relents the way it is now. If VDM is dragging it, the way he's dragging this matter.
He already said he's going to petition now. He said it, and I know he's in Abuja. It's not going to be Lagos. So I know that case will be moved. It's compulsory.
This is really sad, honestly. So sad. I'm just destabilized right now. Like, this is really sad. They didn't even put into account the driver's statement at all.
No reference whatsoever to the driver's statement. No reference. Not at all.
Respect the sanctity Coroner inquest. It's too sacred.
Mr. Yomi, you are an activist. You will not be activist. Now you won't be that. You be activist. We will not be activist. We will talk about it. We are Nigerians. So you be activist. You might not talk about that. We will talk about it.
Mr. Yomi, we're expecting your press statement regarding this verdict, okay?
Your press statement now. He's not pleased with it. He will speak out now.
Mr. Yomi, as an activist that's active on this case, we are expecting your press statement on this, this verdict.
No, what expect the statement, Coco?
Mr. Yomi, boy,
am I expect a statement?
You're a fighter, right?
Am I for consi?
And I also see the game plan tinting towards Sam Larry and Naira Marley.
You already preempted this, right? You already told us that nothing positive is going to come out of it, right?
But that judge, I never seen that kind of person before. How can you in a case and you are calling A for B? You are saying spending raw palm oil. Where is it in the CTC where they said they raw palm oil? Because we have a first copy of when they talked about when they interviewed Darusha now. The first CTC mentioned Darusha's name. She did not.
Yeah, well, spending can challenge that, right? It's not left for spending to challenge that allegation.
So epo pupa the next track Already. Wọ́n fojú mi gbolẹ̀ o ní corona o. Wọ́n ní spending tún lè po. Spending tí ò fọwọ́
Somebody say in the comment section, why didn't the lawyer object? When the judge reading her final statement, nobody interjects now. But the question, but Mr. Yomi, quick question. I think before the coroner comes to a conclusion, they have to take input from all the lawyers now. So what was Sam's input to the?
No, this is not a trial court. Nítorí pé gbogbo yẹn
ti coroner now. In a coroner, don't always take
coroner is like all those people, everybody that they brought, they are just witnesses.
No, I mean, Mr. Let me hold on. Maybe you don't understand. I'm talking about the lawyers, right?
No, it is the coroner that is doing fact finding, not the lawyers. They are just
so doesn't she take input from the lawyers in the court?
He has
because
given
I thought
them
they
the
said that's
chance.
the process.
He has given them the chance to bring their witness. Anything that you have, come and prove, show it to us. It is the coroner inquest that is doing fact finding, not the lawyers.
We do not have much.
Mistaking it for jury verdict here. You're mistaking it for jury
that's
here.
True. There's no jury. You're right. I think I'm confusing it for that. That's fine. That's fine. Because I asked that because of the comment where somebody said.
Corona court here. Only power can they be bó ṣe wà yẹn ọmọ adájọ́ tó máa dá ọ náà kiri kọpa gbogbo kò tó expect yẹn òótọ́ yẹn wọ́n sọ fún wọn ṣé ń get me and again tó bá tiẹ̀ pọ́ dájọ́ tó bá tún dájọ́ lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá sọ pé kọ́ dá Naira Marley padà Samilare padà tó bá sọ tó bá recommend yẹn the DPP still have the power to say where is the proof of the crime they committed? How can I get justice? Where is the proof to go recommendation you want? DPP will still discard it and say no, I can't bring them back. So the only way he can change the story is a new lead. Investigation story might change.
Please mute this guy.
You see the four forensic we've been talking about. We see private investigator we've been talking about. This is the
I know what let me say. Private investigation for one day block gbogbo ẹ wọ́n ní kíní kan comrade Moses kíní kan Guresi wọ́n dẹ̀
Mr.
Yomi, you know that in their inner house caucus, some of them were telling that man, I don't want to mention, you know me, I don't like to do reporter speech, but they were kind of telling him that they are not sure, they shouldn't trust you. Don't quote me, this is AI speaking.
Oh yeah, me. I know. Later, because it got to a stage I was like, what am I doing that is wrong? This thing I'm even doing is I just went there. Nobody gave me the chance to go into the estate or say, ask also person to get into the estate. Normally, that is what private investigation would do. And the information that are very crucial, I kept it to myself, thinking that the Baba will give me the audience. It was when I got tired, I transferred to Famuyiwa. And then the next thing, this is sent in some rogues. I want to joke on social media. Want to come and distrust me. When there is no CCTV, I'm lying. Bookie any neighbor yen, you be call. You don't let me pa. Go yen. She spirit Mohbad go. Ni magya. Baba ibodo wa. Ojubodo ti baba. Mohbad will be looking at it that you are not my father. You must be disgraced because this man came from his house and he was trying to help. And you are believing those people against anything because of what? Because you believe that the public are supporting me for what I am doing. What if I'm doing it for my pocket? So why am I about work? The only difference is that they thought they were donating to me to do those stuff. And for that reason, I am lying because of all this thing you are donating to it. I am an actor. The best I will do in my life is to impress the public. Because impress the public. Something better will come. Not to talk of me now disrupting what I'm working on. Nígbà tí yóò ní mental problem. Tó ṣe pé yóò fẹ́ fún yóò ló ń jẹ. Wàá máa ṣe wàhálà. Tó máa ṣe tó wà tó bá ṣe tó bá gborí yẹn máa níyìn bẹ́ẹ̀. Why would you want to be hurting yourself?
Hello? Yes.
At the end of the day, òun lè rí yẹn.
Right? I'm sure both said
Hello, awí fún wọn tó àwọn náà gbà ó. Coroner tó dàrú àwọn náà gbà ó. Awí fún wọn tó
èyí tó ń bèbè lẹ́rù fún bàbá yẹn ni pé àpíìlì tó lọ ṣe yẹn ó lè jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí àtúwọ̀ bàbá yẹn tó wà fi kíkọ̀ burúkú sí lẹ́sẹ̀.
kọ̀rọ̀ náà tó dàrú àwọn náà gba kò yé wọn ni wọn nídìí sáǹtì ọlọgbà ẹ wasting of money mo sọ fún wọn gbà ẹ múlẹ̀ nídìí gbó sáǹtì lọ́ ń gbà wọ̀nyí ordinary chargeable mobile lawyer ó lè stand fún wọn ní corona kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa save owó yín tó wọ́s major kìnìtà bá tán bá ṣe kó tó wrong you just wasted millions of naira lórí rubbish.
DPP bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ àpìlì yẹn a ní even the corona tí wọ́n sọ the corona judge ó indict bàbá pé òun gangan ló obstruct justice táwọn máa kọ judgement wọ́n báyìí.
ibi tó ń lọ nìyẹn náà.
wàá yí kúrò wàá ní bàbá yẹn fúnra ẹni kọ́ lọ charge.
wọ́n ti yílé lórí náà wọ́n ti yílé lórí ẹ̀ already náà negligence nurse negligence wife that's what they this what they gonna do nurse negligence wife negligence baba obstructing justice so tani so abi obstructing investigation so tani tale wọn máa hide you ẹgbẹ́lẹ́ tale wọn máa hide you wọ́n kàn máa ṣe àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lè ṣàrà àlẹ́dọ̀dẹ́ wọn máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní pé
ìjọba ṣòro gan wọ́n bá wọn tó lẹ̀
kílẹ̀ ń sọ wọ́n máa pin ní negligence wọ́n dẹ̀ pé ta ló obstruct investigation alọ́ba tó lọ ti lọ sí ó tán that's the end of the case àwọn tí ò gbọ́n people they are daft hey my àwọn relé we want them let's do this let's do that no one eye àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn let's see what they gonna do now ìṣe náà wọ́n ti ń gbó bí ayé látàárọ̀ báyìí.
There were so many sentimental reasons to their actions. More than
you are not speaking English without wisdom. Yeah, if you want to speak English, you speak with wisdom. But you are just speaking English without any wisdom. Doesn't make any sense. For 2 years, you are just wasting people's resources and energy and time. And you have a mental problem. And you have sick. And you lose the wasting money, millions of naira for total rubbish. And we told since early last year, gbogbo àtúnṣe ní bàbá yìí idiot ninjas ni wọ́n ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ni wọ́n tẹ̀sẹ̀ bá rìn. You know, we told them they are animals. That this is what they're going to do to this man. Now they are sending this man to jail because let me tell you something. Our other lawyer, government lawyer, got to do nìyẹn pé ta ló obstruct the investigation. Got to do lórí nìyẹn. That's what they're going to stand on. At the end of the day, they will nail that man. Like for somebody you are taking one baba emotion the first place again. I will send it to you. But when did they June 14 last year? When baba was around the year. In your broken ni won eja igba lo won ma ran yin lewon. I said June 14 last year. Most of my look at what they are doing to him now.
The prince.
Yes.
The prince. They are not doing anything. They are not doing anything to him.
Okay.
It's what they all planned.
Plan to send him to jail.
My brother, you know, at the long run, listen now, at the long run, they need to wait for him somewhere, okay, where they will end his testicles so that he will play their game. So he will play their game. And that is why they waited for him. By now, they will now tell him that, Baba, this is a one for you if you're not playing along. And as well, he doesn't even want justice initially. Because if he wanted justice,
sir.
Which evidence has he ever presented at the inquest?
Yeah. That the police from the beginning choose not to do the right thing by even arresting and charging Baba for that attempt. Allah Okoni there is no way. Listen, Baba ò lọ sí police station. Report suspect
exactly. We said that they were angry then.
They don't understand. And now, our charging by arrangement gbogbo wa, agreement gbogbo tó wà nulẹ̀, everybody tó wà nulẹ̀ àti Wumi at everybody. Ẹ lọ sí òkú yẹn, ẹ dẹ̀ ti lọ sí. Now, and you choose to take it for you. You took the decision to go and bury for whatever reason. One way, or ambush you agree you accepted that. Now that the public now came out and said they want justice for Mohbad. Only one or you renege on our agreement. I will use this one to now get back to you. They are waiting for you because those people backing Wumi are now saying to my guy, and you know my molara. Nisi, in the report of the same Coroner, tẹ́ ṣe gbé DPP lọ sí court pé kàn dúró dè that means pé bàbá fúnra ẹ ti acknowledge pé the recommendation and report of the coroner is quite important. If the same coroner indicts you, it is now left for the DPP to charge you because you have been indicted. Coroner might not recommend or play politics for money, might not recommend to prosecute Baba. The onus is now on DPP. Now, you have been indicted. Ni Coroner tie ogbokole ipe wogongo to commit a crime because it's obstruction of justice. Kò ń ṣe civil matter. Now, tí wọ́n bá go further lọ sí appeal yẹn, the intricacy of law at the government when you buy your jalile, they won't go directly for him and say nítorí kọ́mọ́ bá sọ pé bóyá Lagos State nítorí DPP wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèkà. Ẹ̀wọ̀n káwọn lọ́nà tó gbé wọn lọ sí appeal. Appeal yẹn máa wò pókè. This is even the recommendation of the same inquest. Bàbá yìí tó believe nínú ẹ̀. Wọ́n indict bàbá yìí. Wọ́n sọ báyìí àwọn commit offence nǹkan tó expect kí wọ́n ṣe. DPP ò náà tún indict Naira Marley. In fact, Mr. Condon indict Naira Marley àti Sam Larry. Bàbá yìí gangan ló tún indict. Then under the law, the appeal court wọ́n ní power láti adjust even judgment lower court wípé ṣé dáadáa gan ẹ fún yàn ní 7 years ẹ tó yẹ kẹ fún ní 14 years wọ́n lè bujo wọ́n dẹ̀ lè reduce. That is the power of the appeal court. So when they look at it and say even judge yẹn go ṣé dáadáa ibi tó ti ṣe kiri lọ́la ọkọ yẹ kọ́ charge bàbá yìí. So hereby we are ruling that case is ṣe yẹn ó wà okay o and the so person the complainant should be charged for so kin. It could come up. Níbo ló fẹ́ fojú sí? Wọ́n á kọ̀ rí pé lọ́ọ̀yà wọn kọ̀ bọ́ta ni ó ní we'll go to Supreme Court. We don't know our client will be recommended for kini. Then the people dem máa gbé wọn. Nígbà tí appeal court recommend pé we are ruling that the so person should be charged because wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ obstruct justice and not Naira Marley not Sam Larry tó ń sọ because ẹ̀ ń ṣàlàyé fún wọn tọ́dọ̀ bá lọ sórí yẹn ẹ̀ lè sọ pé kọ́ yẹ kúrò lórí yín. You can't be a criminal or a crime in a particular case. Kò wá ní kó fi yẹn lẹ̀ kọ́ máa mú ọ. Ìwọ kọ́ ló máa suggest fún DPP. Ìwọ kọ́ ló máa suggest fún court and to máa punish. So if eventually you are also culpable or accessory after the fact, case ilé yìí sórí ẹ̀. Òun lè yan ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ fọgbọ́n ṣe when it comes to fighting the Directorate of Public Prosecution. That is the Attorney General. Òun ló máa decide. Ọlọ́mọdé ẹ̀kọ́ yíwọ́ mo ṣe máa bẹ̀bẹ̀. Am I a cock official?
Yomi, I
can tell you something. Jerry, I can tell you something. What should she adjust the statement? Don't deliver any. I can bet it. After the DPP case, you don't adjust it. But I short the investigation by burying the guy very early. I just said, bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ gbé DPP lọ́kọ́ tàbí agbára wo ló ní tó fi gbé DPP lọ báwo ni tẹ̀sẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ló orúkọ ẹ nílé aláró kí ló orúkọ aṣọ ẹ nílé aláró ìwọ gbé ọyá a máa ṣèpàtà wá ṣe fi wélé fún ẹ nǹkan tó wá fẹ́ ṣe kó wá sọ fún wa.
In fact, that's one of the things that spoiled this case. Taking that DPP to court. I don't know who advised Akuri lawyer when they have to give that kind of advice. Even we not be lawyers, we try to read, we try to ask questions, we try to get
before you have common sense. You need to use your common sense to do some stuff this lady. Common sense. Who are you? Who is Alaba to fair win the case?
Even as of today, a whole son with this kind of bad judgment, you see why we have to appeal that. Oh God.
Public lawyer, individual win the government.
We need a radical lawyer to continue from where we are now. Radical lawyer.
Individual win case kò sọ́kọ́ tó lè dá sí. Individual fẹ́ máa win government. Ẹ tí wọ́n láyà ẹ wá ń gbé DPP lọ sí court.
Kó dàbẹ̀ pé tí ọba bá pàṣẹ. Kéèyàn wá sí pé ọba ṣe máa sọ rẹ̀. O fẹ́ prove ọba wrong. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí. Kò sí yẹn. Etí DPP yàtọ̀ sí George. Tí George bá ṣe case o lè lọ sápìlì ẹjọ́ kò tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn.
ẹ máa gbéṣẹ́ lọ bá lọ́ọ̀yà tó ń jẹun lábẹ́ government. Do you think he will work against his paymaster?
Mo the policeman is work for the government.
Even me, I will not work against where I'm eating from. It's not possible.
Nígbà kíní àwọn yẹn lè fẹ́ lọ win in court. Ọ̀dẹ́ ni yín ni ẹ draft ni. Mo sọ pé mo ní mi ò support man tẹ gbà yìí. Ni support man yẹn man mi ò support gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí. Ẹ gbà lẹ́ máa jẹ bọ̀ ṣé wọ́n jẹ gbà bọ̀ ń sè. Wọ́n jẹ gbà ẹ bọ̀ after a year and a half. No. Àwọn people mi
ṣọwọ́ yìí wà ń bẹ̀ ní the prison. Ṣáà àlọ́ bribe court ni. Ṣáà bribe ọlọ́pàá náà bribe.
Mo máa ń ṣe kiri ìṣẹ́rí kan báyìí èmi Ọlọ́run máa fún mi ní mo máa ń mọ̀ kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ iwájú. Láti early last year mo ti wo bí kéèsì ṣe ń lọ. Mo ní kéèsì wọ́n máa da kéèsì ìrù ni. Ká ní a ní public lawyer ni. That person fight a lot of fight a lot of the private investigation. Ní dé gbogbo tá a dé. Ọkọ àlá Ọ̀yọ́ mi kò ṣe gbogbo àwọn iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lọ́ngbà yẹn. Ní dé gbogbo tá a dé. Náà sì wọ́n á di ẹrù lórí alọ́ba ń sìn.
Mohbad wọ́n jẹ́ ìyàgọ́.
All those daft people that will give you wrong advice. When they say do this, let's do this, they will not agree. They will not agree.
Only me.
Kíni Yomi
do forensic. Money that they spend in taking DPP to this thing. Push it in forensic.
Yomi
kí ló gbé dání Yomi?
Epo pupa pọ́nrán ló gbé dání pọ́nrán. Epo pupa náà fi lè bábò.
Epo àti Yomi fi bábò kọ́ ni Yomi gbé dání. We want them. Àtúntà Ọlọ́run tó bá mọ mú sí àti tí àwọn èèyàn ti make behind the scene tí ó kàn jáde sí public rárá tó yẹ pé easy báyìí làbá get gbogbo tàbí get.
Iṣẹ́ tí Gúrẹ́sì yẹn iṣẹ́ tó gbé fún Gúrẹ́sì yẹn ló ṣe. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ checkmate bàbá yẹn pátápátá.
Gúrẹ́sì máa lọ gbowó ẹ̀sìn. Gúrẹ́sì máa lọ gbowó ẹ̀sìn.
Who brought this lawyer?
Àwọn Gúrẹ́sì náà ni Gúrẹ́sì àkókò ni.
BJ àti Múyìwá.
Àti Gúrẹ́sì náà mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀.
A lawyer standing on a bad case like this say is a very good case. Very good
radical
judgment.
lawyer tí ò tí lówó dání tó fẹ́ make name radical lawyer tí ò lówó dání tó fẹ́ make name olóòlè win case.
Ẹjọ́ kí ló fẹ́ radical kọjá ohun tèmi ti bá wọn pò ìwé ikọ̀ ń bòkù lọ ní olóró ni.
See,
mo face commissioner of police.
If we have a radical lawyer with the support of public like this, honestly, they cannot do anything outside. If we have a radical lawyer with the support of public like this, honestly, they will stand on their toe and give right judgment.
The benefit of the radical lawyer would have been that in the coroner inquest, even the questions that were asked, let us without bias. Go and look at Mr. Bankole and Smith. Go and look at them when they came to the inquest, when they were asking questions. Go and look at how they even used to speak after every inquest that they attended.
The three things that was established now, I must see the result of the establishment of three things. Till now, three things is established. They just gave me bad mood today. I cannot eat, I cannot do anything.
Paparano, stop laughing. Paparano, don't give us.
Papi, most of us that were with them before, you know me, you'll be shouting them. Why are you not doing private autopsy? Private investigation. They're not greedy. You'll be shouting. You will not have to come at blows. You will not have to use koi and end it. They play. Let me 5 million when they said to that lawyer testimony and pay. When they go to this thing from Apple, and I say no. Now I don't pay how much.
The question
5 million is what will take them to get information directly from Apple. They refused.
And have you really?
And now the so-called people that say they are wise, they have sense, the brain is in them. They took that money and be dashing, I don't know, go and be suing DPP that would put handcuff in their hand. They want to sue in somebody. They should be. Oh God. Why did I even listen to this program today? My days just.
That's that's the work of Goresi. To be sincere, is Goresi behind all this rubbish? Go and do your investigation properly. Goresi and his team. Goresi and his team,
Chicken and bacon, yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Last one, yeah.
Is nice seeing that we are gotten to this stage, and what we've been waiting for, we got it. And I don't want us to be, down that things have gone this way. It's just that we lock Mohbad. He, without no sin, let him cast the first stone. And I think he forgot that he participated in this boy's, issue. He forgot. And he decided that he would take the front step to look for justice. But now they've reminded him that, wow, Benny, a party will know nínú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ náà ni. So what he has successfully done is hard himself to the whole suspects in this murder. And it's a shame. Lack of knowledge, but I can't imagine the number of people that have come into this justice with different ideas, with different energy, and could have actually gotten this justice without the need of the family. But you can see what he has successfully done. So now he himself would have to defend himself, his decisions, to go and tamper with evidence. Because now they're telling you that you need the knowledge. If you don't know what to do, are you going to tell me there are not enough people around him? So, it is inevitable if you're not ready to calm down and listen to people, others that might know what you don't know. So now that he has led himself to this case, and look, we have to understand that there are key parties that have been playing in this game. It's a game they've been playing. The police not inability to do their job, as if we have to retrain them. It is really sad, because how can I say my father is a policeman and I know that he's actually dishonest? What does this police stand for? Do you have to start to remind them how to do their job or what to do? But we clearly know there are hands that are in these things. If you claim that you don't think there's a hand manipulating the minds and the will of the people, then you must be kidding yourself. You can't be here for 2 years and we're all just laughing, crying, shouting, sleeplessness, and someone think that they can be manipulating all those people. A collective of spirits cannot be defeated as long as they're in goodwill and they mean well. They can't. So Mohbad is going to get justice. But what this has now shown people is be careful of the actions you take. Your own sins, too, might be remembered. It might be remembered. So on all the lawyers that what case do you change lawyers like that, like as if you're changing clothes? Which case do you do whereby the suspect is the one determining the coroner inquest? And I don't understand what we were expecting, because right from the onset, they didn't allow cameras. Right from the onset, they didn't allow journalists. Right from the onset, they did not even allow some lawyers. And it's meant to be a public hearing. They made it on the ground. So there's so many mistakes that was made. In as much that someone decided to take all the public fought for a boy that his neck was bent in a casket. No one even explaining anything done to him, because one of the people that went to check him and that can correspond that is Gurexi. I think he and the sister or he and the auntie are the ones that went to check the body. Even Baba Mohbad did not go himself. So now, all the things we saw in the casket that bring us to this point, why did this boy have to buy, and why did they have to bury him this way? I think we're forgetting it. And people would have to answer. A lot of people have now managed to put themselves, involve their whole life into Mohbad now. I will not be now. Whether you have derailed justice, whether you have lied, whether you have decided to, mislead the people. It's not the people that will forgive you. They don't even have it in their power to forgive. So where we are right now is this case is going to keep going on. And I always keep saying it. People that decide to take a decision knowing for the information that are out there and deciding not to do the right thing, then you do it for yourself. We will all want a better environment. So this thing is a test of who you are in this Nigeria that we're trying to build. Am I willing for you to be my neighbor? That you not even protect the things that even after they've taken somebody's life, you can't even protect the things that is left behind. His memories. So ẹni tó máa jìyà nínú kéèsì sẹ ọ̀hún lè yẹ. In fact, àwọn gan fúnra wọn ló máa fọwọ́ ara wọn lọ gba ìyà yẹn. So I don't care whoever they've indicted. All I care is which way forward for Mohbad to get justice. And I think I'll just leave it there. Thank you.
And to me, I think the right thing to do now for him is to first go and sleep over this judgment and tell himself the truth that this judgment is 100% against him. The judgment is against two people, the nurse and him. Naira Marley, Sam Larry, they said they can investigate. That one is a minor thing. But this judgment is against him more and the nurse. So, having said this, he now needs to go sit down and now ask himself, do I really want to get out of this problem? Oh, sorry, sir. Let me make this point. Then I will allow you. No, me, I like breaking things down. Now, do I need to pull myself out of this trouble? But fact or truth be told, this thing is conspiracy. There is no doubt about it. And that is why I'm trying to take it lightly with him. I don't want to, so that the man will not just go and commit suicide if people drag him too much. This thing is just a conspiracy. Now I'm talking about way forward solution. What he needs to do is just sit down, sleep, and look at this issue and think of the best way out. Now, these are my own options or solution. One of the things that can take him out of where he is now, the corner they box him to now, is he needs evidence to reawaken this issue, this case. He needs the forensic done. Something we've been talking for months. Now he needs to go back to it, and he needs to desist from all these online lawyers and this thing, and just focus on the main issue. Then he now need to, is either now VDM is there, Yomi is there, who again? Another, now any party that can, let everybody be doing their thing. Me, I don't even believe in coming together, because still there will still be a kind of sabotage. Now everybody do, but give everybody listening here, and everyone that needs your approval in things now say they don't even you where they want put for jail now they talk of approval now. You can't be forming James Bond when you are going to jail already. Seeing you seeing gate. So now you don't need that James Bond reason you are performing before. Now you need to listen to people. Now you need to think of the best way out. The best advice. Follow it.
See you, CJ. You are a bad guy. You are a bad guy. See you, CJ.
Now you need to listen to people. Get now what you. No sound can save this case as it is. The only thing that can save this case is evidence. Now, how do we get evidence? That is what we should go after now. Forget about the thinkers, the non-thinkers, those who have brain, those who does not have brain. Now is those who can achieve evidence that matters. Some people are laying their life going through hurdles just for you because of this boy to get evidence. Please follow them.
Let me corroborate you.
Yes,
the evidence you are talking about, he has it in his domain already. When did his own daughter called him and informed him that Mohbad is dead? That is
I don't want to dive into that. Do you know why?
No, you know why I'm going there. We are offering him a lead way.
That one is late. Now,
no, it's not late. Project, it's not late. If he can establish that alone, to say Mohbad on the 11th, I swear to God Almighty.
Bringing all of those out now. Don't you think that's obstruction of justice?
Was he?
Because why didn't you say all of this since the inception?
It is not Project MLH. It is not late, and I'm telling you, it's not late. He has brought out a publication that Mohbad on Monday. He needs to build on that publication and continue where that stop and say, this is my evidence before the court of law. If police refuse to do investigation, approach a court order and tender this. It can build on it.
I get you now. You are right.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think the critical thinkers, even Baba, will ever expect that the verdict of the coroner will ever indict him? Do you think you ever think at all? Will any of them ever think this coroner would at one point indict the Baba? Now,
not at all.
An indictment,
they will not.
The indictment means that it has been open for DPP to take action. You have been indicted already.
Yes.
Obstruction of serious justice.
The day I had the petition, they sued the DPP. I said this is a very, very wrong moves. Very wrong one. And this person who took this step is not helping this case.
They have to sue Coroner now.
Because they will now work against him. That who do you think you are? You want to spoil my record? You know that everybody have their own ego. You want to spoil my record? Who are you? So definitely.
And one thing is that for him to move forward, he must drop this lawyer. He has to drop this son. This son will kill him and send him to jail the way he stands now.
Son will say it's a very good judgment. He has never seen this well.
As quick as possible.
They are taking your client to jail. You say it's a good one.
And you know what, guys? You know what? After the DPP case, they came on social media to say, "Oh, Mr. Aloba is the first person in the whole world in the whole Nigeria to sue DPP, and they are part of it. It is an achievement." Imagine. I don't think the people they're not going to retaliate.
Anyway, I'm not surprised. Anyway, I'm not surprised because I know that case is not won by position. It's not won by sound. It is won by competence and evidence. So, and competent does not have anything to do with your level, your position. It has something to do with your IQ, your knowledge, your wisdom, how composed you are, how open you are to information. These are the things that brings you that give you edge over others. So I'm not surprised at all if at this point a barrister or son will come out and say this is the best, where me could not eat, I could not smile, I'm angry. When I saw me that I'm not even a lawyer, I saw this thing that no. This is a judgment that can even kill one before the following day. And you say it's a very good one. I'm not against the man. It's just that I don't like it. And again, for the fact that you are on media, you are bringing your client down. That is accepting that judgment that is his fault. You are telling no. That is just too bad. It's bad. But
I don't think it wasn't. It was agreeing to the rules and regulations of the court. If you remember, the first time he said that they shouldn't have filed because obviously the judge has the absolute right, So he knew all these things. So he's only accepting the fact that yes, this DPP is right. But what I want to ask is, do we think that coroner inquest was run fairly? Knowing fully that
said it at the initial, I said it's a conspiracy. If you look at it very